Alright, we're about to hop into game number one of Hype versus Starry.
Yep. Tempo Storm coming off a big win in their first match in this, winning 3-0 over Big Three.
So we see that Hype decided to go with the Hunter first, and Starry went with Paladin.
And there's China's favorite card, Kazan Mystic.
I don't know
It's
why
in
they love him,
every
but
deck.
this is a matchup where it's good.
Yeah.
So we see that Hype's playing more of a mid-ranged rather than a face hunter, so it's probably the
Yeah.
same list that Gar played in the other
Yep.
series.
This is probably exactly what we saw from Gar. And Hype bringing two of the same classes that he brought last time as well. He's got the Rogue and the Warrior again, but bringing the Hunter instead of the Mage. Mage probably going over to Reyna this time.
So Starry just decided to coin out the mini shield bot, which is really good against Hunter in general. It trades up with any of the minions that they can play.
Yeah. Really good minion to have in the early game. I think I agree with the Haunted Creeper here.
He could have went Owl, but he probably values that a little
Yeah,
bit more to get
yeah,
through things like Sludge Belcher.
for sure. Sorry, gonna go right away with the Owl though.
You just want to keep a clean board against
Really,
Hunter.
yeah, concerned with the board presence. And yeah, now with the Sludge Belcher coming into the hand, almost definitely that mid-range deck.
We're definitely going to see the Owl just get popped right back in his hand. It'll be 4 mana, but it's not that bad.
That's fine.
And he'll probably just hero power rather than playing the Aldor.
Oh,
Or not.
wow, he's very concerned with the board if he makes this play. He can keep his mini-bot alive.
I guess he doesn't know that it's mid-range Hunter, but it would
Well,
definitely be a better play
I
against
think this
Face
is actually
Hunter.
slightly better against mid because if it's face, then the explosive trap is going to come up and the mini bot's going to die anyway. So I don't think that play would make much sense against face
Yeah,
hunter.
that's true.
So I think he does this knowing a freezing trap is going to come up.
Hmm. I guess he didn't want the Owl back.
Yeah, he might want
Or
the peacekeeper. It's also a strong battle cry. So sorry, looking pretty good though so far. Hunter is no pressure down. This turn's not going to be very good for him.
you probably just have to drop that
Oh, and
Houndmaster.
obviously he didn't want to pop the trap last turn. He's going to steal it next turn. Of
Oh,
course.
why?
There we go. You know, Kazan Mystic.
What
Good
a card.
card. Good card. And he's going to be able to keep Hype's board to either 0 or 1 minion. So that freezing trap is going to
I
do
feel like
work
that
for
is
him.
just going to lock up the game.
Yeah.
Hunter doesn't have a lot of comeback
Oh,
mechanics.
man. That doesn't feel good.
This will feel a little bit worse.
Oh, Hyped. Keeping cool. But, you know, he's upset.
Sludge Belcher is going to stop a little bit damage, but
Yeah.
True
You
Silver is
know,
going to come out and clear
it's
that
pretty
buff.
good here if he didn't have the true silver. It would do a lot. He's going to go with this.
This gets punished by Unleash the Hounds. I
Yeah, it
feel like
does.
just True Silver would be a whole lot safer.
Yep. Certainly go with the true
Uh,
silver here.
he's flooding the board.
Yeah. Maybe he like values the heal on the true silver or something. Like I don't know.
I feel like this is just overall a riskier play.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any way for him to really
He's gonna
lose
remove
the
his two
board, but
ones, but still, it's a bunch of minions, a bunch of 1 health minions. Yeah.
this is about the only time that high man on 6 is not so good. Freezing Trap just
Yeah. Gonna get
causing a
punished.
whole lot of problems for Hype here.
Just thinking about hero power, shielded mini bot.
I would just chuck down the shielded minibot.
Yeah, me too.
No, choose to be mana efficient
It's all about
or
that
card efficient.
value. Push the button every turn. No, and there it is, right off the top.
Let's see how hard this gets
Oh
punished.
man. And there goes that freezing trap. It's a freezing trap! What?
Snake.
What is the obsession with Snake Trap?
Was that the first time the trap got checked?
Yes. I was just under the assumption because, when Gar played his Hunter deck in the first match, we didn't see any snake traps.
Yeah. So Starry stole the secret and then didn't check it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Well, no, wait. Is
he
the
might have missed
cursor
it.
the?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. He might have checked. I think we're only the cursor we're seeing is the spectators.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. I think Starry must have known,
Quartermaster just
and
is about to
obviously
freaking
Hype
do
knows,
so much damage.
so that
Yeah.
high main coming down isn't gonna get wrecked by freezing trap. But yeah, Quartermaster pretty insane here. He got punished for not unleashing last turn because now it's not gonna do much of anything.
What does this end
So
up putting
much
him to?
damage. Yeah, it's gonna go down to 7.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything
Not
he
even
can do here.
Houndmaster.
No. No, maybe now he can play 2 minions and taunt both of them with the Defender of Argus.
Still not
Or if he
enough
rolls
though.
Misha, he could just play the Houndmaster and he'd have 2 taunts as well. I don't know, that way? Would that be enough? Probably not.
It's probably
But,
Unleash and then Houndmaster and clear as much as you can.
well,
Because
this is a
popping the snake
snake
trap
trap.
only gives
Yeah,
one
he only
stick,
gets 1/1/1.
and it's not a big deal. Which means you probably attack with the high main first,
Yeah.
so you get all the dogs.
Hyped. Trying to figure out what gives him the best chance to
Yeah,
live
the
a
first thing I
turn.
would do is attack the high main into a 3/3, and then unleash,
Well,
clear
he
as
gets
much as you
6
can.
either way. He would
Yeah,
get
that's
6
true.
hounds either way. Well, based on that attack, he's gonna unleash. I think that's a bit of a misplay because he attacked into a 2 HP minion, and I assume some of these hounds are gonna go into 3 HP minions. So I think that was a little bit of a misplay. Oh, these are all gonna get to it. Wow, I only got Leok. He didn't know he was gonna get Leok. Yeah, that's game though.
Well played coming out.
I don't know what he was hoping for with that animal companion. Didn't really.
The biggest surprise that game was seeing snake trap instead of freezing.
Yeah. Didn't really end up mattering though.
Yeah.
Not much. Talon just, that just shows the strength of Muster and Quartermaster in combination. If you get it off, it's just so many stats that could potentially be so early on in the game. A lot of decks have a lot of problems with that.
Unleash the Hounds really was the only comeback mechanic that Hunter
Yeah,
had,
that
and
was
he
his
chose to
chance.
not do it on the 1/1s
That
while
was his
they're out.
chance.
But maybe he
Yeah,
just thought
he might have
that,
been too far behind anyway if he unleashed
yeah.
that turn, because I don't think he really had anything to play with it. So I don't know. Talon just had a really good draw. So Hype's got Warrior and Rogue here. Yeah, I think we're gonna see the Rogue, and there it is. So you don't want to try and match up your Warrior against a Paladin. There's a Gadgets and an Auctioneer in there. Probably means he took out a Sprint for it or something like that.
Probably.
It's not a card that's in every Rogue deck.
I think when I've watched Hyped, he says that he prefers to run one gadget stand and one sprint,
Mm-hmm.
opposed to the people who just usually like to run two sprints.
Yeah.
Personally, I like two sprints better, but
Yeah.
I guess I haven't played the deck enough. The cards that are really big for Rogue are definitely the Fan, the Backstab, the SI Agent.
Yeah.
So we
Did
see
he
him with
keep
two out of
that
the three.
fan or did he draw into it?
Pretty sure he kept his whole hand.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Those are the cards you want if that's what he started with. There is no muster here though, so that fan's not going to be too useful early on.
Because of Rogue becoming very popular on the ladder, we've seen a lot of the Paladins start to phase out, so that just goes to show how favored this matchup is for Rogue.
Yeah, for sure.
Things like Fan of Knives just completely shut out Muster.
I think he's got some of the cards he wants here, though. I think
Yeah,
True
Harrison.
Silver's good. Harrison's obviously good. So, you know,
A lot of the times, though, Harrison isn't that punishing. Usually it's on the 1-2 weapon because the times they're going to do those big tinker plays, they're usually
oh,
void firing in the
yeah,
same
for
turn.
sure. But still, sometimes just making them use that 2 mana again can mess up the whole combo.
And also, drawing's not that bad
Well,
either.
yeah, drawing. Pretty good. It was an interesting play Starry did there by not playing the juggler in turn two, because you get blown out by Coin SI
Yeah,
agent.
which would have
And
happened.
now, yeah, and now he did it on turn three, so now Coin SI agent like doesn't feel good. You're like kind of wasting. You're just using the coin to start the combo. You're not actually utilizing the mana crystal.
Yeah.
So
And Violet Teacher on itself just gets killed by Juggler plus True Silver.
yeah, and yeah, that's probably what Starry's worried about. He wants a minion down, like not the one because that'll just die of the weapon, but he wants to be able to kill a Violet Teacher here.
I guess this Paladin deck is a little bit more on the control side. We see the Guardian Kings in his hand.
No,
We didn't see that last game.
no,
Not that common in this list. It's weird to see Knife Juggler and Guardian Kings in the same deck. But it's
yeah,
certainly not bad.
it's just really strong with muster for battle. The knife juggler.
So do you hit with the True Silver first or the Knife Juggler first? Probably the Knife Juggler if you're gonna go clear it.
I would hit with the I don't know. How many 4 HP minions are there? Because, like, what do you really get punished by? You're punished by Millhouse. That might be about it, though. Because, like, you can get, like, a Doomsayer or something, but, you know, whatever. Or, like, a Lightwell, you're not concerned with that.
Yeah.
I think, like, Millhouse really the only one you get punished by. And there's a chance you can get a 1-3 or a, you know, like a. Okay, he's going with this. Oh, there's the Armor Smith. Wouldn't have been able to kill that with a Knife Juggler. Playing it safe and it pays off.
Shredder really is being used in every deck right now. Even Hype
Yeah,
says, like, that's not a typical card you see in Rogue, but everybody's starting to put it in just because of how good Shredder is.
very good. Really strong card.
Both Ebs are a really good answer to Violet Teacher.
Yeah,
You're not going to see a lot of 1-1s come out, and it clears favorably for him.
yeah, I think that's the play for sure. That really does make Hype's next turn pretty awkward.
So we're seeing a lot of cards out of this Paladin that usually the core list right now is like around 25 cards,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get to like mix it up a little bit. We see the Defender of Argus, we see the Guardian
The
Kings, we see
Guardian,
the
yeah.
Harrison Jones. These are the cards that he's choosing that he thinks best to round out the list.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a low though. I guess he was thinking about the Harrison there. I'm not entirely sure what other play could have been considering. But oh, Edwin Van Cleef. Is he becoming standard these days?
I've been seeing him a little bit. I know that Hype said that he would never even think of taking him out. He took him out
Really?
for a little bit, and when I was watching his stream, he said, "I don't get why people took him out. Like he's just so good."
Hmm.
But we're probably gonna see Thalnos plus that side agent,
Yeah,
right?
I think that's the play for sure. Blood Mage, just so much utility in this rogue deck. Choosing to go
Wow, I
face.
decided to go face.
Ooh,
Let's see if that just.
the Coghammer with the
Yeah,
punish, I think. Or not. What is he, he might value
potentially use
just
the
playing the
punish.
Sylvanas or something more, but the Coghammer could punish a little bit here.
So the rogue going face there, it's definitely a little bit riskier, but sometimes you're just gonna net the 3 damage, and he's gonna make that trade
Yeah,
for you.
and yeah, he might make that trade anyway. And, you know, if the Coghammer wasn't picked up, that's exactly what was going to happen, so it would have just been an extra 3 damage.
Coghammer again, one of those tech cards.
Yeah. It's getting pretty high on the tech cards, though. Like, there's some in the standard list that they might have taken out.
Yeah.
Like, even maybe like the Zombie Chow or something along those lines. Maybe out.
I wonder if he's running double muster or not. I mean, double quartermaster.
But yeah. Yeah, one seems standard, but two can
Yeah,
be strong if you draw it at the right time.
I think one's much better.
Yeah.
Usually, if you get the second one, it's just gonna sit in your hand.
Yep.
You're gonna be like, why do I have this in here?
All right,
So he's gonna choose to
he's
punish it.
gonna punish him.
This definitely feels good.
Yeah. Fortunately for Hypes, he can go, yeah, Gadges
Yeah,
and
just
Prep
stand prep.
Fan. That's gonna
It's
be
the
good
good
for him.
old days of Miracle.
Oh man.
This was definitely a case where Gadget ended up being better than Sprint.
Oh yeah, much better. He's taking 5 to face.
Not a big deal.
Keep the
Paladin
Blood
doesn't
Mage
have any
alive.
burst.
Yeah. Well, looks like this Cog Hammer's gonna get completely wasted because there's no way you can leave that
Yeah,
Auctioneer up.
Thurg will just cycle through their entire deck.
Yeah.
Oh, you see a Chow.
Yeah.
So he
Chow.
didn't decide to cut
No,
those.
didn't touch Chow. It's a good draw here too. Fills out his curve. But Rogue's so comfortable right now. Just he doesn't have any draw in his hand right now, which is the only thing that's a little concerning. But
Yeah,
he's got
usually
plenty of
the
time.
usually the way the Paladin wins this matchup is just Rogue not drawing Sprint.
Yeah,
So they
exactly.
just run out of cards, but I don't see the cards being a problem for Rogue.
He needs a flurry. He needs a flurry
Yeah,
to really
probably
get the damage
Rogue's
in.
best card.
Yeah. If the flurry or the card draw comes in the next few turns, he'll be fine. But yeah, this is looking like a Van Cleef turn.
See how big
He's
he decides to make him.
Yeah, he's just going with the 6/6.
6/6 is usually the perfect number to play around BGH.
Yeah. It's out of the true silver range. Doesn't get killed by BGH.
And even if he hits and consecrates, it's not like you're upset about that.
Yep.
It's rare to see a Thalnos up for 3 straight turns.
Well, that's the card he was looking for. And he's going to be able to Harrison Jones a 2 durability weapon. Hype was thinking about attacking at the end of the last turn. I think he was thinking about Harrison, but he has he has all those poisons and oils in his hand.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to have to redagger.
I definitely think risking the dagger, uh, getting Harrison
Yeah,
is
it's
definitely
just
fine.
one extra card draw. It's not too big of a deal to have a potentially massive turn next turn.
I think you definitely Harrison before you do anything.
Yeah. Not sure if anything here is changing his play, but he should still draw first. And those cards definitely won't.
I would even hit the Thalnos.
Yeah. Spell power can be devastating. Well, let's see. Is this the turn for the big weapon? Wow, that is a lot of damage in his hand.
And he's at 8 mana, right?
Yeah, 8 mana. He can get one of the oils comboed with the deadly poison into the oil, and he has a minion down, which isn't always a guarantee. Might want to cash in on that while he can.
Hmm. He definitely doesn't want to sap that Harrison back.
No,
So
that's for
I
sure.
doubt that we're going to see stat played here. But he's got to play something. He can't just hit face and pass. I wouldn't be surprised if he tinkered to play for board here, because he doesn't
Yeah,
have the flurry.
could bring the headrun up to 4 attack if you want to make a trade.
Yeah, how about Deadly and then just a Vis and clear?
Yeah, I mean that's.
I think I like that best.
He's going. I think he's on the face
Oh,
line.
wow.
This is the play I was thinking about. Because
You definitely
I'm
want to
not.
see
I'm not
flurry soon.
sure what you're worried about here.
The Guardian King's coming out.
Guardian of Kings is definitely gonna come down. Does he Aldor it again?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Save the two
I
minions.
think you Aldor and you. I mean,
You
Starry's got
can
to be
also
worried
Guardian
about
Kings,
Flurry,
but
but
yeah.
he didn't have two men at the end to Flurry, so it's possible that he's still sitting on one. So, you don't want to overextend into the board, but you have to deal with that Van Cleave.
Yeah. It's just so devastating that Hyped hasn't seen a Blade Flare yet because it's
Yeah.
by far the most important card in the matchup.
Yeah, he's looking at that 6 attack weapon and looking at the 6 health of the Guardian of Kings.
The
Saying that
safest play
doesn't
is
add up.
definitely the safest play is definitely clearing in Guardian King's hero power, but I definitely don't think that's the best one.
No. I think the Defender of Argus is going to come down. If he
That's what I would
if he
like to
goes with
see.
the Peacekeeper Argus and hero power. Oh man, he's gonna try and hit a knife here,
Man, he did not leave himself that much time.
and he doesn't get it,
Alright,
and he
so he's
just
gonna have to
loses a
part
whole
ways.
3/3. He's on that juggle. Shiv. How much damage? I think that's lethal. No, he doesn't have enough mana. If he had 10 mana, he would have enough damage.
Shiv into prep is lethal.
Shiv into prep would be lethal. This is true. I think he definitely Shiv face. He's got 1 prep left. Maybe the pirate. Oh, there's the sprint.
Sprint.
Oh man, I think you just do it.
Yeah.
You're not really concerned about these minions because you got to draw on your blade flurries at some point. If your blade flurry, both your blade flurries at the bottom too, well, then you're kind of screwed. But I think
You
it's
already
a
know that
tough
Harrison's
draw.
out, so like
Yeah, your
the
weapon's
6
safe.
weapon. Yeah.
Drake, SI, Lothab, Flurry.
Blade
There it is.
Flurry.
Well, next turn's gonna be huge for hyped.
He probably doesn't even need to play another minion to close out this game.
Let's see how much Starry plays around it. I mean, it's a fine line Starry's got to walk here because he's got to put pressure on the rogue, but I just run so much of his deck, you know that Flurry's coming out sooner or later. You don't want to get completely wiped.
Not having 2 charges on the weapon right now just makes it just so much less damage potential.
Yeah,
He's probably gonna have to do like Blade Flurry and then Lotheb or something instead of just closing it out.
yeah. Defender Vargas, always good when you have 2 minions on the board. And he's gonna. This is like the best play around Blade Flurry he had.
Yeah,
He didn't throw the Sludge Belcher down,
but there's just
and it's
absolutely
gonna
nothing
get
that.
wiped.
Yeah, there's nothing Paladin could do from here. He gets the board cleared.
Oh, that's lethal.
Oh yeah, that is lethal.
The prep is lethal. He gets a double of this, 5 damage each to face.
Yeah,
That's the game. I signature rogue deck. Doing what
not
he
surprised to see him
does.
win that matchup.
Yeah. Now Starry's got the hunter and the warrior.
And without a doubt, we're gonna see Warrior come out
You
here,
think
unless
so?
it's Face Hunter.
Yeah, I think if it's face hunter, we'll see face hunter.
But even I don't know, the Warrior matchup against Rogue is just
It
so
is
good.
really good.
That's like one of the best matchups
Yeah.
against that deck.
I don't know, but what does that deck do against face hunter?
Nothing because
Like
it doesn't
you
have
don't have
heal.
any heal. Like you don't have
Yeah,
any heal and you don't have any taunt. You just kind of
yeah.
die. So
You basically just have to erase them.
yep. If you get the good draw, the flurry and some preps, maybe you get enough damage in, but it's still tough.
My guess is that he decided to go with mid-range hunter instead of face, but
Hmm?
this does look like face hunter.
Yeah, those are some typical face hunter cards. The abusive sergeant, even though we saw that at a Gar's mid-range deck,
Yeah.
it's
You
more of
don't
a
put
face card.
explosive trap in mid
And
range.
explosive more so. That gives it away. That's face hunter. Wolf Rider. What a card. There's nothing like turn 3 just jamming a Wolf Rider down and going straight to the face. And as
So
far
how
as
much
Hype's end, yeah, he's getting rid of all
throw it
those.
on the way? Sometimes you consider keeping Blade Flurry, but
Yeah. He's not on the
so,
coin though. I don't think he
yeah.
can keep that as one of his cards. Whoa, that hand is not looking good for Hyped. Like, the preps can be good if you get the right spells, but he doesn't have the right spells. Favoring the Mad Scientist over the Knife Juggler. It's gonna be a little less. It's gonna be less damage over the course of these two turns, but
You would rather that get backstab than
yeah,
the
yeah.
knife
If he
juggler.
does have the backstab, yeah, you want this to soak it for
Wow.
sure.
Mad Scientist is gonna do 6 damage.
Yeah, Starry's happy about that. Sprint comes into the hand for Hyped.
This is gonna be such an
That's
uphill
so
climb for him to
slow.
try and win this game.
The flurry doesn't really do anything. He could prep flurry, redagger, and attack the Knife Juggler.
That
That seems
sounds pretty good.
sufficiently terrible. So, but is that his best play?
You could
Maybe.
prep oil flurry,
Could prep oil flurry.
and that's
Unfortunately,
bad
it has
too.
one durability, so it's a little worse than he would like. Yeah, all these
He still
plays are
might
pretty
have to
bad.
do it.
Yeah, that might be slightly better than the one that I said. Because I don't know how much damage. Like, he's already. Like, he's at 26, he's not low, but
Yeah.
he's facing a lot of damage down, and he knows more minions are coming. More charge minions are going to be on the way. Yep. Roping on turn 3, but I think this is a turn worthy of it. This is a tough call.
Just gonna attack the face and redagger. The
Looks
damage
that
coming in
way.
is just gonna be
This
too
is
much for
going
him
to
to
be
handle.
brutal. This. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Oh, is he prepping? Okay, he's just.
double prepping.
No, no, no. I
Oh
think
no.
next turn he's going to do it with the Violet Teacher. He's going to get the Flurry.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the play to win, I think. Oh man, both kill commands. That's gonna that those are obviously very good cards. Just raw damage. He doesn't really have a beast.
Yeah.
He'll have one once Hype gets some weapons down, but some minions.
Still though, you can't. Like it's nowhere close to turn 9, so he's not gonna get both kill commands out with
Yeah, with
Beast
the beast.
at any point in this game. Hyped is gonna be dead way before that time.
Yeah, certainly looks that way. Now, is this trap going to be okay? It's not a
Finally.
snake trap. It's not okay. And this play, this is
He didn't
interesting.
think about that.
He's getting the hero power in, not worried about the weapon battle cry. That's interesting because like normally you want to get the hero power in every turn, but he's not
Yeah.
going to play all these cards out of his hand before this ends. So like I think skipping a hero power for playing a Wolf Rider there would have been fine.
Yeah, but then he just runs in one of the 1/1s in.
Yeah, but you
This
get the
way
3 damage then.
forces. Yeah, that's true. But I think he's just gonna play Wolf Rider this turn
I don't know.
and hero power.
I just hate seeing that Glaivezuka battle cry go to waste. Like he could have done. Oh yeah, I don't know.
And this
Like
sets
you
up
want to
really
save
well
the
next
Wolf
turn.
Rider with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I mean, pretty much anything he did there was fine. I think he's pretty sure Hype doesn't have like a heal bot or anything in his list. So
And no matter what, kill commands could just
yeah,
clean this up.
yeah, that's gonna be it. Hype's gonna hope somehow his face hunter opponent has 0 points of damage in his
On the
hand,
bri- on the
but
bright side, though, Warrior is one of the best matchups against Face Hunter.
yeah, Hype. He should be happy about the next matchup, and then he's got the mirror after that if he wins it. So Warrior's one of the better decks he could have available to him to try and take the series back.
Yeah, and the Warrior mirror usually just comes down to who has the greedier list,
Yeah,
which the more late game threats.
yeah. If you can match up the removal, if you get away you don't want to use your executes on like sludge belchers and things like that. You want to have the removal when the legendaries are out. And if you get all that to line up as a warrior in the mirror, tend to if you can remove the bigger threats, you're ahead.
Yeah. So in this matchup, the Hunter versus Warrior, Hunter really has like no time to do the damage because they need to just do it so fast. So the armor ups every turn. They just
Yep.
can't compete with it.
But the warrior starting hand is important.
Yeah.
He needs, I mean, the warrior's got a lot of good cards, but he needs them. You need the axe. Armor Smith's good. Taskmaster can be good depending on what early minions.
Whirlwind if you're on it.
Whirlwind obviously is good. So these are the cards that Hyped is going to be like
Hard mulligan
hard
for.
mulliganing for. Yeah, but Face Hunter can do Face Hunter things. If Hype Start isn't like pretty much exactly what he needs, and you get like a knife juggler down that can stick, you're
Yeah.
going to get a ton of damage in, and sometimes the warrior just can't come back.
Usually like Fire War X isn't even that good because
Yeah.
Hunter is okay if they're clearing it with
Yeah,
their
it's
face.
really only good because like you just need it to clear the juggler. Like the
Yeah.
juggler can be such a big threat, and your other minions don't really deal with it. Like your other good early game cards.
So he gets the
Yeah.
cards that he wants. He gets Owl, Taskmaster,
Yep.
Armor Smith.
Overall, pretty good hand from the warrior. That's something you could win this matchup with. Mm. With the
That's
Zuka.
probably the best top deck he could have got.
Yeah.
Just
Normally
clear
you
that
don't want to
out.
attack too many minions, but you got to kill the armor smith before it gets out of hand. Core hound.
Hopefully that
Generally, in
comes
this
down.
matchup, you want your web spinners to get bigger minions. I don't know if Core Hound is exactly the one you want, but you
You
know,
want more things like Stranglethorn Tiger.
Tiger and High Mane,
Yeah.
and even King Crush. King Crush pretty good against Warrior. It's just 8 extra damage that you don't normally have.
Yeah. Not surprised to see the Shredder in the Warrior deck.
Yeah.
Even in Face Hunter, people still throw in Shredder, as in like the biggest minion. Just a testament to
Yeah.
how good that card is.
Not
Haunted
surprised
Creeper.
to see the owl
Yeah.
coming out here.
Haunted Creeper is not that big of a threat though.
No. But I mean, what else? You're not going to silence anything
Yeah.
else in this
Yeah.
deck. So, well, let's see if he gets the juggle. This is pretty significant, and he does get it. If that doesn't hit, he needs to either attack into it or, the juggler's going to die to the owl.
Yeah.
Now he's got to attack it with his face. Setting up the death bite here is pretty good.
But it does mean that he's going to get an extra attack in with each one of his minions. And bows are so good in this
Yeah,
matchup. It's a 3-mana fireball.
3 mana fireball is exactly what you're looking for. Or life total getting in that, gray area. He's down to 18 here.
Even though he
Weapon
has Shield
equipped.
Maiden,
He's got the
like
Shield Maiden. He's got Alexstrasza if he can get to turn 9.
he also doesn't have any taunts.
Yeah, that could be bad.
So he's definitely going to play the Taskmaster attacking. I mean the Acolyte.
The Acolyte. He
Yeah.
can even attack face and play the Taskmaster, or attack the 1/2 and Taskmaster, the Acolyte if he wants. Or use that 2 mana on hero pairing, which might be more significant. than the extra draw.
Yeah, I like attacking into the 1/2 and
And
hero
hero
powering
powering.
instead of the
Yeah.
Taskmaster.
Yeah. Looks like he agrees.
Warrior's never looking to race. Like, they just want to survive.
Yeah. And he
Well,
doesn't
he's getting
need
his
more
damage
cards.
pieces.
Yeah, he needs a cheap beast, but
I wouldn't even
kill
mind to
commands are
see
still
just a
good.
kill command here.
Yeah,
He's if you
establishing
start
the
getting,
second bow is scary.
yeah,
That's scary. You're leaving yourself open to getting Harrison. That's just 6 damage lost.
it's also going to start to become awkward to just get all these cards out of your hand.
Yep. Because unless he sees a Haunted Creeper, that's really it as far as cheap beasts.
Yeah.
So these skill commands are gonna get stuck.
Even if you kill command now, like you'll make up the damage, the 2 damage that you missed, by hero powering in a turn that you might not have gotten the hero
Yeah,
power of.
that is true. Yeah, because whenever if he does wait for a beast to get these out of his hand, oh man, he's going for this play.
It's not going to
It's
get punished
gonna
unless
pay
there's a
off.
Harrison top deck.
Gonna pay off. And yeah, that's Baron getting.
So it's definitely Shield Maiden here.
I think so. Depends if you really are committed to the hero power plan, but
Can Warriors
I think
survive
you
to allow
just
Extra's a turn?
go with the shield maiden. And little does Hype know it would match up very well against this core hound.
Yeah.
Yeah, going with the shield maiden. Back up to 19. Feeling reasonably safe. I don't know, that's a cheap beast.
Well, you definitely don't Core Hound here.
No. I don't know if you're ever going to core hound though in a good spot, because I don't think that shield main's ever going to die.
I think it is correct to just play the Owl here and kill command face and hero power.
Yeah, I would agree.
You gotta assume that he has Alex Straza or other cards. Like, you know you're on a timer.
Yeah,
You
you
need to
just got to
kill him
get all that
fast.
damage in. Definitely can't sit around and be hero power passing. He's got the kill command. I'm pretty sure this is pointing at the face. Yeah. So, Hype's down to 9. There's a kill command in hand, beast on board, and he's got no life gain this turn. Other than the hero power.
BGH, not a great top deck.
Not exactly. Oh, it's good against the core hound though.
Yeah,
Score hand, not long, to live if it ever comes down on the board.
it is really painful to lose this matchup as Warrior.
Yeah,
So, what's he gonna end up going with?
I think you just tack into it with the acolyte, play the shredder and hero power. I guess. I think he's on
Seems
7
good.
mana. Yeah.
I feel like no matter what you do, you definitely
Yeah,
hit the hero
you're
power
playing
and then
this
filter it
turn
out.
with 5 mana.
Yeah,
You're not gonna pass up that hero power. All right, so without a beast, the hunter has 8 damage, so he needs 3 from this draw. He's got Wolf Riders, he's got Arcane Golems. Unleash would be lethal. It would be 1 from the minion and 2 more from the kill command. There's a
yeah.
lot of things here that are
But
good.
he's obviously gonna play another minion,
That are
so it would
lethal.
be
Oh, Unleash, okay.
2
Yeah.
dogs.
Explosive Trap is not going to do it this turn.
Let's see if he decides to attack with it.
I don't think he's going to. You know, he's going to need the extra damage from the bow, from this trap going off, because he didn't get the lethal here.
Yeah.
And I don't think he has any weapons left in his deck. Well, maybe he
Unless
might
he
have
runs
another.
double Glaive
Yeah, he might
Zuka.
have another Glaizuka, but
Yeah. You'd be sad if you top deck that.
yeah.
So even if he didn't have the bow, I don't think the warrior even attacks here. You just want to armor up and find
Yeah,
your
that
cards.
explosive trap is not going off until like maybe the Alex Straza turn, if he can live through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not going off next turn. You just because then second explosive trap becomes a good draw, like a better draw
Yeah.
than it would be. And you're just taking 2 extra damage, so you don't need to take right now.
Hype just needs to survive 2 more turns to get to Alex Straza.
Yep.
Or 1 more.
1 more now because he's not dead
Yeah.
here. So.
Yeah.
not. I guess he's thinking about attacking. I don't think he's thinking about the kill command. So he's thinking about attacking. He's thinking about that second Glaivezuka, I guess.
I think I would attack here.
Yeah, to play
Yeah.
around Harrison or just.
That, and also, I don't think you're gonna win this game by getting 2 hits in.
If you don't draw lethal next turn, the only way though is if you get those 2 charges in.
Yeah, that's true.
So, because I think yeah, if you draw the Glaivezuka next turn, you're screwed anyway. Oh,
It just prevents Harrison from being
yeah,
like an out.
Harrison would end the game. So Hype draws another card that's not life gain, and he is not attacking. Okay. Oh
And
man,
if
and there's the Arcane Golem.
that is lethal,
That's 12 points of damage, and Hype's only got 11 HP. So that's
I'm
gonna be
sure
the game.
Starry can see this. What a
Well,
heartbreaking game.
should be the game, but yeah. Probably face Hunter Starry. Count your lethal. So Hyped almost certainly gonna go down in this series, 3-1.
Starry, just pick the deck where you don't have to think.
Yeah. This team that Starry's on here, the Kapai Cabbages, are in first place in Tempo Storm's group. I don't think they have lost a series, and this is their last series in the group. So they're the best team that Tempo Storm's gonna face, and they're taking their first match, not full match loss, but this is the first time one of their players has lost.
I'm just surprised how long it took him to
Yeah,
kill him there.
you want to
That's
make
got.
sure. You gotta count
I
it
wonder if
up,
that
count it
was him.
once, count it twice. Twice is probably enough, maybe a third time. You want to make sure.
If I was the warrior, I'd just be like, it really took you that long to figure that out.
Yeah, you
Come
got
on,
three
man.
cards in hand. Just count it up, man.
Do you know what the next match is?
The next match is Dog versus Bridge. I don't know anything about Bridge. But
All
yeah,
right,
Dog played
looking forward to
well
that one.
in his first match, so should be a good one.